In the Kruger, the adventure begins long before the animals appear. Even the quiet roads feel special, and the line of cars up ahead always sparks that familiar excitement of something special. Long before reaching camp, you're already thinking about the warmth of the bright coals. And when the sky turns gold at that hour, you remember exactly why this place is magic. Hello everybody, I'm Karabo, your northern bushman, and welcome to the channel. A special thank you to everyone who has reached out and supported us in any way they could. Your contributions mean the world to us. May the Lord multiply your blessings in life again and again. Leaving Mapungubwe felt like a statement, like we were closing one chapter and quietly opening another. From the sandstone cliffs and ancient baobabs of the Limpopo Valley, we made our way to the Kruger. On our way to the Kruger, all that was in our minds is revisiting the magic we've grown to love, the sunrises and the wildlife we've come to admire, and the memories waiting to be made again. After checking in Orpen, we went straight to Tamboti, quickly settled in and went out for a short drive. Though we were tired from all the driving, but we just couldn't resist trying our luck in the bush. We really needed the rest, so we didn't cook on this evening. We ate whatever we had and slept early. The day began with what looked like a brilliant leopard sighting. We waited and hoped, but when patience brought no reward, we chose to carry on. There's no need to push too hard at the start. Kruger always reveals itself in its own time. We passed by Satara to get some ice, then headed to Mozanzini for some breakfast. On our way to the picnic site, we met the Boysons, Annette and Hannes. Thank you for appreciating our channel and for reaching out. God bless. We also met Pete and Anne-Marie, who traveled all the way from Mossel Bay. I truly admire their dedication and commitment to make such a long journey. Most of all, thank you for reaching out and for your kind wishes. We had a quick bite and didn't linger. After that, we headed straight for the tower via the S125. We came across a massive buffalo herd, and it was incredible. Seeing so many of them moving through the bush with quiet strength was inspiring. We had an elephant up close. It was standing safely lower next to a culvert, completely undisturbed by our presence. Even so, being that close to a majestic animal made the moment feel really special. As you drive back to camp with the sun setting, everything feels calm. There's that quiet excitement in the air, imagining the moment you reach camp and light a fire. Even though we didn't see any lions today, the day still felt complete, because at the end of it, we were in the Kruger. As darkness falls over the bush, the camp comes alive in a different way. Preparing a meal becomes a ritual. Cooking here is simple but satisfying. Sitting down to eat as the stars appear turns a simple meal into something memorable. We woke up earlier than usual. The plan was to drive to Timbavati picnic site and have a late breakfast, then return to camp. Timbavati picnic site is a great spot. It's well maintained with shaded tables and clean facilities, making it perfect for stretching your legs and enjoying a snack. From Timbavati, we returned to camp to rest, but by late afternoon we were back on the road again for another drive. We didn't have to go far. At the T-junction from Tamboti, something incredible was waiting. A cheetah with 4 cubs and a fresh kill. It was a huge relief to finally get this sighting. It more than made up for everything that hadn't gone our way earlier. Tamboti is a lovely camp. It has all the elements of a good experience. Comfortable accommodation, a peaceful setting, and easy access to roads that let you fully enjoy the wilderness. Leaving Tamboti and heading to Tsendze was exciting. New territory and new possibilities awaited. We started on the S100 hoping for a lion sighting, and it didn't disappoint. We spotted Casper, the famous white lion, along with one of his brothers. About 50 meters away, a small herd of buffalo was grazing, probably unaware of the lion's presence. Everything was calm. Both predator and prey seemed completely relaxed. While at this sighting, we got wind that there were lions at Giribana Waterhole. It was a tough choice given the journey still ahead, but we had time on our side, so we took the gamble. When we arrived at Giribana, we couldn't believe our luck. The lions were in the middle of a hunt, but it didn't last long. They disappeared into the thick bush chasing a lone buffalo. It was a bit disappointing knowing we had just missed them. We searched for a while without any success, and then about 15 minutes later we returned to the waterhole and couldn't believe our eyes. They were back. That's the Kruger, a place where your emotions are constantly swinging from high to low. One of the males had wandered off, and so we decided to move on because time was starting to become a factor. About 2 kilometers from the waterhole, there he was. We decided to follow him as he made his way back to the pride at the Waterhole. I must admit, we milked this one for what it was worth. Eventually, we had to let this one go and set our sights north. We were satisfied. We started by going to Satara to get some takeaways and water.
What a day, hey?
The Olifants Bridge, a portal to the quieter side of the park. We took some time here to stretch our legs and to appreciate its beauty. Wamanzi is always worth a stop, a lookout where you can truly feel the pulse of the Olifants River. Elephants are simply majestic during a river crossing. Watching them move steadily through the water, the way the younger ones follow the older matriarchs, and the way the adults carefully navigate the current, it's a reminder of their strength and intelligence. We had arrived in Nupani to check in, and surprisingly, we were not tired at all. After checking in, we picked up a few items from the park shop and scouted the empty sightings board, a reminder that we were in the true north. After a long drive through the northern Kruger, we finally pulled into Tsendze. Right away, there was a rush of excitement. This was completely uncharted territory for us. No shops, no electricity, no bright lights, no crowded campsites. Just the thrill of being out there in the bush. We proceeded with dinner preparations. Everything felt completely different. It was like we were in another Kruger in a parallel universe. Obviously, you don't come to Tsendze for big cats. You come for elephants and for that distinct smell of the woodlands. It's simple, peaceful, and exactly what we were hoping to find. See you later. How did it feel opening the Tsendze gate for the very first time?
Wow, I must say it's still better than Waterhole. That was scary.
We had breakfast at Olifants Bad, and the view was anything but bad. As we ate, a herd of buffalo were also having their breakfast, making the morning feel even more special. From here, we made our way to Tsendze via the S143. With nothing else on the agenda, all that was left to do was to explore. We had the pleasure of meeting Jacques and Renee on the H126. It was fantastic meeting you guys. You truly made our morning. Encounters like this lift our spirits and motivate us to keep sharing our travels. One of the first things you notice about this part of the north is the landscape. The area opens up into wide open flat lands stretching almost endlessly in every direction. A sense of space that lets you breathe and really take in the bush. Tsendze lookout reveals the quiet expanse of the flatlands around this area, where the mopane trees dot the landscape and where the autumn season transforms everything into warm and soft tones. It's a place that invites pause and reflection. At Kruger Waterholes, different animals come together every day drawn by the same need to drink. Just by watching them, you feel the rhythm of life and how deeply connected everything is to nature's timing. Without the expectation of big cats, there's freedom in how we watch these animals. There's no need for tension, there's no pressure for an epic sighting. Instead, there's space to notice those small but significant interactions in the circle of life. In Tsendze, you notice the small things, the way the sunlight filters through the trees and that call of a hornbill. Sometimes you can even hear the low rumble of elephants feeding nearby and that soft hoot of a scorp's owl. The bush around you just feels alive. At camp, I was joined by my dear friend Wester, aka Shipanza Mananga, and his wife Ntlalala. We had planned this trip several months ago, and there was no better person to experience Tsendze with. Our conversations were so meaningful that at some point I had to pause recording dinner and just enjoy the moment.
Second drive, morning drive, leopard. She said, "Hey, boat." Like.
But it's really late.
On this day, I met someone who completely changed the way I view wildlife, Kenneth Smith. Our morning conversation ran for so long that Shipanza Mananga had to leave camp without me, and I had to catch up. Ken runs safaris across southern Africa, link in the description. I will join him on safari in Malawi or Zimbabwe at some point, soon enough.
Hey Karabo, so how is Tsendze so far? What is your highlight for the 2 nights that you've been here so far?
For me, the campsite itself, my chief, the trees. I mean, right now we're just at an elephant roadblock. You can see it. There's this other patch of land on the far east on your way to Shibaba and Tsengele. It just makes you feel like you're in the Serengeti or something. So flat, full of wildebeest, eland, elephants drinking. It's just amazing. I mean, I don't know why we didn't come to Tsendze sooner. I don't know. But such a marvelous and beautiful place.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. That area is very beautiful. We drove the loop of Capricorn past we passed the Ongonye and then looking down there, it's beautiful. And on our way, obviously we came that way. It's a very beautiful area.
Yeah, so today being our last night, just hoping for more of what we saw yesterday, and obviously we're not expecting predators as much, but let's just enjoy ourselves. Let's go make breakfast and just relax and breathe the northerly air.
Yeah, now I want to hear the madam speaker. How is her feeling of Tsendze so far?
I am loving it. Everything about it, the trees, it's just a different environment. So yeah, I love it here.
Yeah, it's a lovely camp. For me, the dawn chorus today, it was something else. And then these elephants just crossing the road, And then the highlight for me so far has to be the food and the outdoor shower.
Yeah, I never got a chance to enjoy the outdoor shower because yesterday the water tanks were empty. It was a very cold shower, so hey. But tonight or tomorrow morning we'll see.
You have to give it a try, my brother. You have to give it a try.
All right, let's move on. Chap, we'll talk, my chief.
From here, the plan was to head to Makadzi for breakfast. Shipanza Mananga would choose the route and I'd simply follow. We took our time in making breakfast and recharging our minds before heading to Giriondo border post, just to tick it off the list. There's a unique feeling in just sitting still and not driving and watching the wildlife gather at a waterhole. It's a reminder that sometimes the best moments in Kruger come when you do nothing at all but observe. It was our day of departure, but we didn't rush. We took our time to appreciate Master Roger and Mama Elena, soaking in their warmth and the little moments that made Tsendze feel like home. Leaving camp felt heavier than expected, almost as if we were leaving pieces of our souls behind. Spanza Mananga saw us off, as he and his wife had the privilege of remaining behind. He couldn't even wipe that smirk off his face as we departed. We left him with peace and blessings. From here, Palabra Gate was calling. Leaving Kruger is always dreadful, but this time was different. Instead of feeling sad, we felt a deep sense of fulfillment, as if everything had come full circle. We grabbed some breakfast in Letaba, though we didn't stay for long. Just before reaching Sabulhide, we spotted a Mozambican spitting cobra, a very interesting sighting. We then headed to the hide. Sabulhide is similar to Shpandani, I believe. It also serves as accommodation where you can sleep. It would be great to try it one day. A heartfelt thank you to all our subscribers and to everybody who watched this video. Your support, through every view and subscription, keeps this channel going. God bless you. Peace be with you.